Hi, everybody. Welcome to our webinar with GPS Insight, the industry's only true field and fleet solution. I am your host and moderator, Miles Prim. Joining me today are our presenters. First, we have Andrea, who is our FSM General Manager and GPS Insight Chief Marketing Officer. We also have Enda, who is our product lead with ServiceBridge, and John Town, who is our sales lead with ServiceBridge. Our webinar agenda is going to go as follows. First, Andrea will speak on Service Bridge, Field, and Fleet. So, understanding the centralized office, your path to profit, and integrated maps. Then we'll switch over to Enda, where he will discuss integrated maps and scheduling. Then we'll switch over to John, who will be discussing syncing your devices with mobile apps, integrated payments, and vehicle tracking. And I'll take some time at the end, before our question and answer segment, to address key features that we feel are very beneficial to ServiceBridge, the unification of field and fleet, and we'll touch on that as we get to that point. So with that, Andrea, I will pass it off to you.
Thanks, Miles. As I'm here, really thrilled to guide you through this session today as we highlight our field service and fleet management. We'll explore how using ServiceBridge as a field service management technology that's integrated with powerful tools like GPS tracking, compliance management, smart cameras, and embedded payment solutions can completely transform the operations of your business and really maximize your profit. I always like to start with a question, and this one today, pretty basic. Why field service management, also known as FSM? And truly, for so many small to medium-sized businesses, daily operations are a mix of challenges, from handling a fleet, managing field personnel, dealing with paperwork, customer service, and scheduling. We know it can feel super overwhelming. FSM is more than just a tool. For us, it's a bridge or a hub between complex operations that you run every day and seamless service and delivery. That's all a tightrope that you walk, and you guys have to walk that every day as you work to serve your customers. Industry best companies that take the manual work and streamline it into a solution like ServiceBridge are able to take those efficiency gains and lead them into real profits. Field service management answers key pain points for SMBs by consolidating various tasks into a single, easy-to-use platform. It's an all-in-one solution that allows businesses to operate smarter, faster, and more importantly, more profitably. In today's competitive landscape, being efficient isn't just a bonus. We know it's essential. If you're joining us today as an existing ServiceBridge customer, we're really excited to show you how you can use the system to optimize operations that you're doing today. And if you're joining us today as someone who's looking at potentially using ServiceBridge, we can help you understand how using the tool can optimize your business. Either way, you're sure to walk away with some actionable insights and excited to spend the next 20 or so minutes with you all. You might ask, why GPS Insight? And at GPS Insight, we understand that there are plenty of unique challenges that field services business face. We support over 15,000 customers today, and our platform is specifically designed to support your daily needs and your growth goals. So GPS Insight offers a powerful suite of tools. You'll see it on our websites. Anytime you come to engage with us, they're designed to streamline your operations from end to end. Things like smart cameras that provide real-time insights into your drivers and technicians' safety and performance. Those are helping to prevent those costly accidents that everyone dreads. Compliance management, things that keep your business operating within industry standards, avoiding fines and downtime. Those are always a downer for business too. When we look at GPS tracking, and you'll hear more from us today on this, knowing exactly where every vehicle is and being able to monitor those key metrics in real time, you'll see those metrics within ServiceBridge, and Enda and John will go over those today too. Of course, field service management, which ties everything together, gives you a complete view of both your fleet and your field workers, and how your business is operating every day. Our goal is simple, and it's to help you manage your fleet and field in one unified platform. That's where ServiceBridge solutions come in, and there's no more switching between different systems. ServiceBridge is designed to unify your entire fleet and field service management in a way that creates ultimate value for both your business and your customers. So imagine having scheduling, dispatching, invoicing, and customer communication all accessible in one single platform. Whether it's automating recurring jobs, tracking field teams, or even staying in touch with customers, ServiceBridge covers all of it and has you covered. Uh, an example or a quick, for instance, technicians can update job statuses on the go, receive work orders digitally, and submit invoices directly from the field. That's no more delayed or last paperwork. And for business owners and back office folks, it means real-time visibility into operations, improving accuracy and responsiveness that your customers are demanding. Um, Excited to cover today the new integrated map features within ServiceBridge and the efficiencies of collecting payments that's never been easier and never been faster for you all. You'll hear from Enda and John in the coming minutes around how you can marry our field and fleet solutions to create a seamless working environment for your office staff and for your field technicians. If you haven't got it yet, we're really excited about our merged maps and integrated maps. You can view your field service jobs and real-time vehicle locations all in one place within ServiceBridge. Whether you're assigning jobs, scheduling, or monitoring progress, everything you need is in one place. Really appreciate the time today. I'm going to send it back to you, Miles. Thanks again.
Thank you, Andrea. And now we'll transition over to Enda for his segment.
Thanks, Miles. So I'm excited to talk to you all today about the new Map 2.0 view because it brings together vehicle tracking and job scheduling like never before, and it really sets ServiceBridge up to be the hub of your field service and fleet operations. So let's dive in. So for existing users of ServiceBridge, one of the first things you'll notice is that over here on the left-hand panel, you can now see a Jobs tab and a Vehicle tab. So let's look at the Jobs tab first. So this shows you your entire list of jobs for the time period and based on the filters that you've set. And I'll come back to all of that filtering in a few minutes. What you can do here in the list is you can group these jobs by team. So it's easy to see a roll-up view of each team's work. And we've even created an unassigned category here. So jobs that have yet to be assigned are all grouped together as well. Now, if I expand this team here and I click on this work order, I'm going to see a couple of things happen. So first of all, the map highlighted that map marker and zoomed and centered it on the map. I can see it's colored red, which is the same color as my Eagle team. And if I want to see more information about that job, I just click this arrow and the job details drawer opens. And in here, I can do scheduling and rescheduling. I can do assignment, and I can also edit other information about this job. And of course, if I want to make deeper edits to the job, I just click on the work order number here and it will open in a new tab. So what we wanted to do here was to bring the functionality that users already love in the tracking map into the new map. So you can access all of that functionality right from here. Now let's look at the vehicles tab. So my account is integrated with ClearPath Fleet Tracking. So when I click on the vehicles tab, I can see a list of all the vehicles that are being tracked using the ClearPath solution. So at a glance here in the list, I can see the vehicle name, the assigned driver, and its current status. So ignition off, moving, idling, etc. Clicking on a cell zooms and highlights that truck's marker or that vehicle's marker on the map. And I can see exactly where it is in real time. This list of vehicles and the vehicle data updates automatically every 30 seconds. But if I want to force an update more urgently, I just click the refresh vehicles link and I'll pull in the latest information even sooner than that. And if I want to see additional information about this vehicle, I just click on the arrow, just like jobs, and I can see some more information. So I can see the current street address, more information about its status, when it last reported its location. And if I want to go to this vehicle record in my tracking solution, I just click more info and it will open up here inside in my tracking solution. In this case, it's ClearPath, and I can see full information about this vehicle and make any updates that I need to. Now, going back to the map, I just want to talk to you about the filters. So first of all, we have here date range. So this date range filter applies to the jobs that I want to see. We have all of the usual shortcuts here. So we have today, tomorrow, this week, next week, and so on. And one of the things that we wanted to achieve with this map was to make it much easier to do planning and scheduling. So if I'm just focused on real-time information, I can set my date range to today. If I want to do future planning, I can look at tomorrow, next week, and so on. I know some of you will be wondering about any day and any time jobs. So we've added a dedicated filter for those. So the schedule status filter shows any day, any time, and also unassigned jobs. So it really helps me display those jobs which need my attention, ones that need to get a date or a time or to get assigned to a team. We also have a job status filter here. This is broken into work orders and estimates, and this allows me to really segment my view according to what I want to see. There's also a Teams filter. So this contains my entire list of teams, and turning on and off teams here shows and hides their jobs and the Teams map marker. And same with my vehicles here. I can show and hide the vehicles as I need. So we think this map has some great baseline functionality, but we're really excited about some additional features that are coming soon. So some things on the roadmap for this, for the Map 2.0 view are routing and route optimization, technician and vehicle driving history, bulk work order assignment from the map directly, and dispatch timeline integration similar to the legacy map. So I hope this walkthrough has helped you understand some of the features of the new map, and I would really encourage you to dive in and use it and give us your feedback so we can continue to make improvements into the future. We're really looking for that feedback so we can really polish this and make sure this solves our customers' problems. So with that, I'll hand you back to Miles.
Thanks, Linda. Really appreciate it. Now we'll bring it over to John Down. John, bring us home.
Thanks, Miles. So, as many of you may know already, and for those of you that are new to ServiceBridge, we are most powerful when we're used in the field. And because of that, we're excited to share new updates to our mobile app. So our mobile app is designed to have everything your tech needs all in one place. Anything from photos to signatures, and most importantly, payments. And in regards to integrated payments, what we're most excited to talk about today is the ability to pass along those surcharges to your customer. When you're set up with our integrated payments, you no longer are responsible to bear the cost of those payments. You are now able to pass that along to your customer. And more importantly, you are able to have the option. You don't have to pass it along to your customer, but we are giving you the option if you are looking to save some costs, pass those credit card fees on to your end user. And so in order to utilize that feature, we do partner with our credit card processing partner in Fiserv, and we'd be happy to explore that with any customers, again, new or existing with ServiceBridge. Most importantly, what we'd like to talk about and a little background information is our integrated maps, which we've just released. And so a little history of that, we do have two existing options. We have our parent company, GPS Insight, and our additional brand, ClearPath GPS. Those that are existing customers to GPS Insight or ClearPath GPS can take advantage of this integration today. For those that are new to ServiceBridge or new to GPS tracking in general, just a brief history lesson or a brief run through of what that looks like. ServiceBridge today without GPS tracking, no hardware needed. If you are looking to bring GPS tracking into your ServiceBridge platform, if you're already, again, an existing GPS Insight or ClearPath GPS customer, no need to worry about this. But for those that are new, we do have options. Our simplest is to plug and play. Our plug and play device goes directly into the OBD2 port of most vehicles For those of you that are familiar with the light duty vehicle, this is the same standard port that you would find in like your personal sedan or personal vehicle. It takes all of 5 minutes to set up and install. For the older vehicles or for the larger, more commercial sized vehicles, we do have hardwired options as well as adapter options if you do want to stay along the plug and play route. We do also offer dash cams and a full offering all the way through to electronic logging. So if you do have commercial needs as well and do need to be covered under the DOT mandate, we can cover you with that as well. With our dash cams, if you are getting pressure from your insurance company or just want to have better accountability in the climate we're all operating in today, dash cams are a great option as well to take that a little bit further. Some high level benefits of GPS tracking. You are now able to get a true real time picture of where your fleet and where your techs are. So we are marrying that process out in your operations. And so um, you're able to take that view, that real-time view, pass that along to your customers. You're able to give better ETAs to your customers, more accurate ETAs. You're able to schedule more dynamically because you have a much more accurate um, accounting of where your people are and where they are throughout their day. Trip history using the GPS tracking, you're able to go back and actually see the routes that they took throughout the day, see the stops. If they forgot their tablet or if there was an issue with their device on the service bridge side, we do now have this redundancy. You can go back and use the trip log, the virtual time card to go back and verify stops and present that proof of service to your customers. Tons more you can do with it. We're just scratching the surface here today. But again, those that are interested, we want to show you guys a little bit of what that integrated map would look like. So you do see within your existing ServiceBridge account, you simply log in a ServiceBridge and you will have access to your vehicle trackers right there in your ServiceBridge account. So it's very seamless. At the end of the day, you log in once and you're getting access to a myriad of services all within ServiceBridge. So you're able to log in, see what work in process you have. You're able to see which estimates are being lined up for the day, the month, the year, quite frankly, and just get a better full picture, including now what your fleet is doing out in the field very accurately and syncing seamlessly into your ServiceBridge account. And with that, I'll pass it back to Miles. Thanks, Miles.
Thanks, John. And we wanted to share a number of other reasons, a number of key reasons, rather, why customers partner with ServiceBridge. Ultimately, ServiceBridge supports small field businesses, and as they continue to grow and take on more jobs, ServiceBridge is going to help remove any bottlenecks or inefficiencies and scale with your business as you continue to grow. So some of the ways that we can help with that are things like increased job completion rates, right? We have some cool functionality with the ServiceBridge platform that allows for users to send out SMS job confirmations to their end customers, making sure that they confirm their appointments, that they're going to be on site when a technician shows up. If they have to reschedule and decline the appointment for whatever reason, the office staff can be proactive in reaching back out to them, ensuring that they reschedule and that the job remains on the schedule. In addition to that, we have some exciting new functionality with a new tool that we like to call Smart Scheduler. The Smart Scheduler is an AI-powered scheduling tool. I know that we covered drag and drop scheduling in a previous slide, but Smart Scheduler is actually going to take a list of all your unassigned jobs and assign them to the technicians in mass, taking into consideration things like the technician's skill set, the schedule where they start their day, what's actually going on, and it's going to optimize that technician's daily schedule and their route. So by optimizing that technician's route, we're saving your business a lot of time and money on fuel costs. We're ensuring that each of your techs are taking the most efficient route for the work that they need to complete that day. And with fuel costs, at the time of this webinar being the way that they are, this is a great tool for all fleets to help save and cut costs wherever they can. I also wanted to share that in ServiceBridge, we now are able to offer flexible financing options. So customers who may have a large ticket or a high priced that high price estimate, they can feel more comfortable saying yes and actually accepting the work. This would be for larger jobs. So if you're in an industry that has large jobs, high invoices, high estimates, um, by offering these financing options, we allow your customers to feel a little bit more comfortable with moving forward with that work. And our ServiceBridge customers, they're going to ultimately win more because of the high ticket jobs. So you, as the field service business owner, you're going to have more money going into your pocket because of these financing options. Moving on is improved cash flow. So I know we touched on integrated payments in an earlier slide, but integrated payments in ServiceBridge actually unlocks a number of additional features within the platform. Things like text to pay, where you can actually text out an invoice to a customer and then they can pay it right from the mobile device, as we've previously covered. It's also going to unlock customer financing. Ultimately, integrated payments, it's going to accelerate your cash flow and put more cash in your pocket. You're not going to be waiting around chasing down overdue invoices or for checks to hit your account. It's going to allow you to collect that payment at a much faster rate. And last but not least here, I wanted to share some new functionality with ServiceBridge with our mobile app. We are actually supporting now Spanish language on the mobile app to help you attract bilingual talent. These modern day service teams, they're diverse, they're bilingual, and by offering an app that's in their native language, we're going to reduce errors, we're going to increase employee satisfaction, retention, ultimately allow you to continue to grow your workforce and serve more customers. So after those quick highlights, we can go ahead and jump over to the question and answer segment. And I want to be clear, starting this off, just due to time, we may not get to everybody's questions, but I just want you to know that we will reach out to you personally. So if we don't answer it here in this webinar, please understand we will be reaching out to you personally. We'll be getting you those answers to your questions. We really appreciate everybody's contribution thus far. This has been a very exciting webinar for our team. Thank you so much. So with that, let's jump ahead into our question and answer segment.
Andrea, do you want to kick us off with our first question that was asked? Will you please read it and then give your answer?
Yeah, no problem. It sounds like the first one that came in, again, thanks everyone for spending some time with us today. I'm excited to get you some answers here between JT and myself. Can you do recurring payments that align with routine scheduled services? So it sounds like processing payments in the platform is important to this attendee. And the answer is yes. There are a couple ways to think about this. If the customer's card is on file, meaning you've previously collected the card to bill information from, then you can automatically process routine monthly payments for services that you're completing in the system. And then there's also another option where you can just easily surface invoices to collect payments by sending an email or triggering an email in the system to the customer with a payment link, and they can quickly pay the invoice from that link. Send it back to you, Miles.
The next question we got is, can I customize how jobs are grouped and filtered? And that sounds like a you question.
Yeah, I can take that one. Yeah, so you can customize how you do filtering. So you probably saw that the map has the most commonly used filters built in, the key drivers of customers' business. So your job status, your schedule status, your teams, and so on. And then if you need to do more granular filtering, each list in the tab view on the left, the jobs list, the vehicles, and the teams have a free text filter. So that allows you to search by customer name, by team name, by other properties of those jobs. So you can very quickly pinpoint a job on the list, find it on the map, and then work with that to reassign it, reschedule it, whatever it is you need to do.
The next question is also for you. Can I schedule and assign jobs directly from the map?
Hey, yeah, thanks, Maz. Yeah, so following on actually from what I just said, yeah, we definitely can. So we know some users love to do scheduling and planning in the map view because it allows them to ensure that jobs are clustered together and their technicians are driving efficiently around the territory. So there are a few different ways to achieve this, but one way is to use the Teams filter to easily find your unassigned jobs that need attention. And then you can select those individually, set the date, the time, and the team for that job. So that's one way you can do that. And, coming soon, we're going to be adding more tools around this. One of them is bulk job reassignment. So that will allow you to take a whole batch of unassigned jobs, for example, and assign them to a team, or maybe even if a certain team can't make it on a given day, you can select all of those jobs and reassign them to a new team in order to make sure that you meet your customer commitments. So thanks for that question.
Thank you. Next one is, will there be a learning curve for existing ServiceBridge users when it comes to the integrated maps? JT, would you like to take that one?
Yeah. So ultimately, if you're already using one of our products, whether it's ServiceBridge, GPS Insight, or ClearPath GPS, you'll be happy to know that you're going to be ahead of the curve. And so ultimately, our goal is to provide the centralized platform, like Andrea mentioned right at the beginning, where you're going to be able to run all aspects of your business in one place. And the integrated maps is our happy union of the GPS platforms and ServiceBridge. So I'm already hearing from ServiceBridge customers that are already using the integration today that the new features are super easy to understand and they're more importantly easy to implement. For an example, talked to a customer earlier this week. They're already using integrated maps and they were able to take advantage of dispatching a last minute job to a tech because they were able to see now with that functionality that Enda showed, where you can see your techs and have your jobs overlaid and assign that job right out to your tech instantly. So it's really great to hear that feedback already and even more exciting to roll it out to the rest of you. And then for customers that are our GPS customers already, GPS Insight, ClearPath, GPS, ServiceBridge is going to connect seamlessly with those platforms. And again, you're already going to be ahead of the curve. The onboarding and implementation process from there is super easy. Jumping ahead, not to take the mic from you, Miles, but I saw there was a question about the app. I wanted to touch on that too. Um, that's part of what we're accomplishing here with the integrated maps. You do have your native GPS through your tech tracking, your mobile device currently without the integration. With integrated maps and taking advantage of GPS Insight and ClearPath GPS vehicle trackers, you are able to not just track from the app, but you are getting a live feed. Again, going back to what Enda showed, the vehicle tracking is updating every 30 seconds at minimum, and you can go ahead and override that with a simple click of a button. Um, One last one. I saw someone ask about our other brand, Titan GPS. I just wanted to call that out. We are talking today about the ServiceBridge integration with GPS Insight and ClearPath GPS. But for those of you that are Titan customers, we do see you, we do hear you, and we do have you on our roadmap. So more to come on that. We'll provide some further updates.
Thank you for that. Yeah, the questions just keep coming. This has been really good. Thank you for all your participation. The next one that's on our list is you talked about a ServiceBridge customer. Do I have full access to the GPSI tracking platform?
Sean, do you want to jump in there? Or you want me to fill in?
Yeah, I'm back. So yes, as a and again something that and again we know that we brushed over everything very quickly today. So great to have all these questions. Any questions that we don't get to today, I just want to call it out. We will be following up. But this is a great question. Yes, you can, whether you're a GPS Insight or ClearPath GPS customer, you can, from your ServiceBridge platform, dive directly into your respective platform. So specifically, if you are a GPS Insight customer using ServiceBridge, you'd be able to log into either portal and and make that jump over. And same thing with ClearPath GPS. Same credentials, very easy login process.
And I think the question came from existing ServiceBridge customer asking it. So if you're a ServiceBridge customer and you're interested in making that integration as effective as it can be, again, we'll follow up with everybody from the webinar, but you can certainly reach out to us. Obviously, support@servicebridge.com could get you an answer immediately from the team in terms of how you can use GPSI or ClearPath as a solution to get the most out of your ServiceBridge experience.
Thank you for that clarification. Yes, support at servicebridge.com is the place to be. There's a couple of people we will reach out to your questions personally, so please don't feel like you are being ignored or neglected. But there is a follow-up question that did come in when it comes to the GPS trackers. It's just asking for clarification if they do or do not need the GPS trackers.
You would need the GPS tracker, yes. And so going back to that slide, a couple different options there. Again, for those that are interested, let us know. We can do a deeper dive, but it can be as simple as plugging in a device into the diagnostic port of your vehicle. We have options for equipment, trailers, dash cameras, ELDs. But yes, it does all take some hardware. So again, those that are existing ServiceBridge customers, you're coming from a situation where you didn't need any hardware to take full advantage of integrated maps and the updated GPS telematics, you will need to install the telematic hardware.
Thank you, John, for that clarification. Another one came in. Will we ever be able to have the system assign an open appointment window to a technician based on their service coverage area? Enda, would you like to take that one?
Yeah, thanks, Miles, and thanks for the question. Yeah, so this is something that we're actually working on at the moment in our planning cycles. So we're getting ready to get this queued up to work on in Q2 or Q3 of this year. So really excited about that one.
Thanks for that clarification. I'm just going through the list again, making sure we didn't miss anything. Again, there's just a couple that we will just reach out to you on an individual basis. So if you felt like we didn't get to your question, again, please reach out to us at support@servicebridge.com. I've already jotted down a couple of names and emails who, again, like I said, will reach out to you personally to answer some of your questions. But we'll just give it a couple more minutes. I don't know if anybody else has any more questions. I personally thought this was a very insightful webinar. While we wait for some of those other questions to filter in, I just want to thank the team and to John and Andrea. A great part about GPS Insight and ServiceBridge is we believe in customer obsession, and so the fact that these three were able to take the time to virtually meet with everybody and share this information with you. It just makes me proud to be part of this team, and we really hope that whether you're a current customer or on the fence considering that this was just as beneficial for you as it was for our team. But with that, we'll go ahead and conclude this webinar. Thanks again to all those who participated and to our panelists, Enda, John, and Andrea. And if you do have any more questions or if you're watching a recording, please feel free to reach out to the team at support@servicebridge.com.